TI Customs here. We're gonna do an unboxing. Have to do this unboxing in a different space, so hopefully the new area will be set up right. Cameras and stuff will work right. Got a different microphone, but this was simply too big to do on my desk. So I did get the AMPHISBAENA. I don't know, someone will correct me on how to say that, but the Ramen Toys Cobra version of their Hunter Tank. So I actually got the Hunter Tank as well, but I've seen a lot of unboxings of those already out there. So doing my own of the opposite. So let's go ahead and get into this. Again, I'll do my best between the two camera views I have to keep everything that's important in frame or going on here. But we'll take a look at this and see how things are going. The box art is amazing. Hold on. Got some good stickers there. All right. Yeah, box art's amazing on both of these. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, but I love that it looks like a wooden crate. It's really cool. We got some great stickers here. Stickers are on a clear back, which is nice. It's different than even Hasbro. Their stuff doesn't seem to be on a clear back. They usually just cut it. So you could cut these to go a little closer, which is cool. Not too bad. Are these actually? These are actually transfer stickers. That's cool. So you see the instructions here. Those are actually transfer stickers. So you should be able to put them on, rub them in a little bit, and then peel off the backing, and they don't leave the clear. I might actually try those. Now, my intention is to detail this and stuff, so I won't be doing that anytime soon, but I might actually use some of those for other things or for this once I get it done. That's fantastic. All right, didn't expect that. I hadn't heard that from anyone else, but those are really cool stickers, better than most other things that we've got. Nice protective cardboard around it. Yeah. All right. Look at this crazy thing. Got some extras in the top. I think that is the one on there is the space for the Hunter Tank. But a little extra gun. This thing is badass. I'm really looking forward to trying to detail this out. The black and everything I think will be really cool. Do have foam's really nice. Packaged it really well. I think they did a great job there. Did have one of these tow hooks fall off. From back here. Nope, that has both of them. Must be a front tow hook. There we go. Front tow hook that just clip right back on. So this is really cool. Just turn it around. Really nice. Open there. Got two seats up here, which is really good. Tracks move and work, which is amazing. Really good details. Got the rubber flaps back here, which is cool. Like I said, most other tanks don't have that stuff. Lights, I wonder, do these have a battery pack and stuff for lights? Maybe. Well, that pops off, but I was kind of expecting there to be a battery pack under there or something. I just saw the little cutout up front, but there doesn't seem to be anything under there. That's really cool, and I think, if I remember watching Ramen's, yeah. So the interior, I did get my seat was a little off. Doesn't look like it messed anything up in shipping. Just needs to sit back down in the spot where it's supposed to go. Easy enough. Really cool interior. Has good detail and stuff in there. Make sure you guys can see that. Really good detail. I mean, I probably my thought is I'll tape off these screens because I did a good job on those, but I'll probably change it for white. I'm not a big fan of the white being on inside there. Probably do at least a gray, or I don't know, for this maybe a red would be kind of cool. But that's really nice. I don't really know what else opens up or does anything on here. I have not watched any other videos on these, on any of them, so this is all new to me outside of what was said from Ramen at the different toy shows and stuff as they were developing this. It's been over a year since I pre-ordered it, but they were just too cool, too well made, and for what they were, a really good price in my opinion. So definitely ordered it. I wish they'd have had enough. They had the blast effects on these. If I remember the pictures right, the blast effects looked really cool on this stuff. Let's see what they got in this extra bag. It just looks like a couple antennas. That go on the turret, which is cool. Alright. Yeah, just press fit right in. No big deal. They are, you know, a little flexible, but not like a gridiron or something. Flexible, actually, I need to start making antennas on things I do a little more flexible, I think. I just shipped out a devilfish, and I put antennas on those, and I'm a little worried of it getting there with the antenna. So hopefully it gets there okay. I packaged it the best I could, tried to protect all that stuff, but we all know how shipping goes. It's hard to tell. Could get there just fine, or it could get there in a million pieces, and I'll be redoing some things for a customer. But sometimes that's the way it goes. I do need to, like I said, make more flexible antennas. These, if you hit these right, these are going to snap. But like I said, most of us aren't doing anything, aren't rolling these down the stairs or anything like that, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Let me try to get a figure here. Snag one that makes sense somewhere. That way you guys can see a little bit scale wise and stuff. I mean, these things are gigantic, as we're used to with any of the HasLab or classified vehicles in general, even the 3D printed ones I do. I mean, they're absolutely gigantic. It's really hard to get a good feel for them size wise until you have them, see them in person, hold them, feel them. I mean, it's got a good weight. I mean, it's plastic. It feels plastic. It feels like a toy. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, I'll make it in my own way. I'll make it look like less of a toy. And now that I'm thinking of all the lights and stuff, I think I remember them saying they were gonna set up the inside so that you could put LEDs in it relatively easily, but that they weren't going to keep costs down on their side. So I wonder if some of these panels and stuff are easier so that you can maybe mount a battery box up there, and you know, they've thought of that already for the customizers and different things. That's cool. Don't know, I don't really get into LEDs. It's something I think are really cool. I'd love to get into. I just don't know that I need the extra layer of work right now on the things that I do. So it might be something I add down the line once I get a better workflow of everything else. This thing's really cool. The Hunter, I'm sure, is going to be just as cool. I have one of those as well. I'm not going to unbox that today. That is kind of, I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to do, but you know, turn this guy around and it messes with his feet down below, because it's really just a hanging seat there. Take this off again and show that real quick while we're here. But they're just hanging seats under there, so the legs just dangle. If you have two drivers down here and two guys up here, like, their feet are going to be right in their face. I mean, 6 half a dozen. You displaying this, I'm not going to even worry about people being on the inside, because who cares? If you're, you know, maybe displaying it this way somehow, or you have the add-ons with the two, yeah, whatever these things are, hatches. That's what I'm looking for. The two hatches here, and the more phalanx setup, or anything like that, or the bridge layer, then this makes much more sense. But I'm probably not going to see this. Like I said, I'll probably paint that down there just because, why not? I am going to be disassembling these completely to paint, so I'll definitely do a video. And 90% of it just looks like screws. Doesn't look like any kind of pressure fit. have to worry about breaking or snapping things off or anything like some of the HasLab stuff. So that's really cool in my opinion. I'm sure that adds cost because you have more labor for your factories, and then you also have the added cost of the screw itself. If you're just putting plastic and plastic together, you know, you wouldn't have that cost. These guys are a little snug down here in the seats. Yeah, they're hitting the, you can't sit all the way down here, guys. Like I said, I'm not too worried about that personally, but if you wanted to display it that way, they are a little snug down there. You might have to have some more flexible guys or some of the smaller ones, but you can get that really cool track sound. I mean, they're, like I said, I'm just gonna set it on a shelf and display because that's how I choose to use my collection. Until it's ready to be detailed, we'll just go on the list of next on the list. Got a whole bunch of things, but really cool. I might design some blast effects for it if I can get into that. I think that would be cool. I mean, they already designed some, but maybe I can do some a little different, put them in resin. I'm not sure, but I think it'd be cool to, you know, do some glowing effects up here in these little recessed areas, maybe somewhere else, maybe in these little lines here, something like that. Because I really liked the contrast of the blue laser effects they had coming out of this in some of their pictures. Like I said, they just didn't get to the sales, I think, on this one to include the blast effects, but still a really cool model. You do have a working hitch here. Doesn't open up very much, but I'm assuming that's good enough for like the MMS or something to hook up to and you can tow it. So really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed just this look and unboxing here. Let me know if you like the different area. I mean, this is my airbrush booth. It's just, like I said, these things were just too big to open on a desk or the overhead. You'd never see it all. I got a couple different camera angles. Hopefully I caught what was needed, but I appreciate everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be coming out here soon in the next day or so. I do have a commission on one of the hunters that I'm getting ready to do. I am going to take that apart. So I'll be posting a video of how to disassemble the whole thing from, you know, right out of the box like this, all the way down to all the little pieces, parts that I'll be ready to paint. I do plan on doing the paint series on it as well. I'm not sure on the timing of it or when it will come out, but I will be filming it as I do it. So you'll get a behind the scenes on that as well. If you want to do anything to your own, definitely subscribe, hit those notification buttons. That way you know as soon as something comes out. So I appreciate it. Have a good weekend. See you guys.